Why bad fairies? We have Tolkien's fairly good fairies, as mercurial as they are. They they are still not bad fairies, and an example currently that we have is from the novel The Magicians that has been made into a TV show, and we get a sense of alienness, that there's something that's off about them. Very much so, coming into a culture, encountering a people whose customs are quite different than one's own, and especially the queen, vicious, and the great stuff with the toadstools being part of the reproductive cycle, and things you can do with fairy bones. But it was very different and very unique, and yet it's sort of creating this otherness, this difference, this differentiation, right, of us versus them. Another example that is going back a couple hundred years is the novel Jonathan Strange and Mr. Norrell, that has been made into another TV show. And Faerie and the fairy folk are almost vampiric. They have a kind of with vampires, there's a connection to consumption, tuberculosis, this draining of somebody else's energy, and this kind of impish demonic pleasure in that. Almost say looking at a corrupt upper class and how it's treating a lower class almost like, say, a puppet master, or a definite lack of, a sociopathic lack of sympathy. This goes back to changelings, the notion that, say, if you had a child that was acting up, upset, a baby that was crying a lot, you would say, right, the elves have exchanged this baby. This baby is not our baby. Our baby has been taken off to fairyland, elfland, to Faerie. Why do this? Why steal, abduct people? And one answer I got was from Paul Anderson's Broken Sword novel, fantasy novel, which is very much in the strain of Tolkien, and veers more so into the Nordic, into Norse. And the notion there was that it was because humans could touch iron, and fairy people of this other world could not touch iron, and for some reason that they would want that. They would want somebody who could wield iron, or say an agent who could go out into the world for them and do things that they say could not do. Another parallel that's quite close there is, well, I'm not going to say it's aliens, but it's aliens. And the notion of abductions, that is our modern day bad fairies, and that analogy has been made before, but I just wanted to end on that kind of comparison, and that is why we have bad fairies.